AJ Lee's in-ring return is upon us. Roman Reigns dropping his tribal chief gimmick, the WWE is facing massive heat over ongoing storyline, an absent WWE star is not ready to return, the WWE wants Miro back, unfortunate news for Finn Balor ahead of WrestleMania 41, latest plans for WWE Money in the Bank 2025, the WWE omits Dean Ambrose, CM Punk lashes out during a fan incident at a WWE live event. Let's dive right in. Roman Reigns dropping his tribal chief gimmick. As WWE WrestleMania 41 creeps closer, the storylines are heating up week by week. A big one to watch is the wild triple threat feud between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, with Paul Heyman sneaking into the spotlight. CM Punk, the Second City Saint, has already dropped hints that Heyman might not be so loyal to Roman, the OTC, and a betrayal could be coming. If that happens, Heyman might flip to a bad guy role, especially since Roman's been playing the good guy lately in WWE. Here's what could go down if Heyman turns his back on Roman. Number 1. Roman Reigns may drop his tribal chief gimmick. If Heyman switches sides, one of the first big moves could be Roman ditching his tribal chief vibe. That whole character kicked off back in the pandemic days, when Roman and Heyman teamed up out of nowhere. It was a game changer. So if Heyman walks away, it might spell the end for Roman's tribal chief run in WWE. Number 2. The OTC might take a hiatus from WWE. On top of losing the tribal chief act, Roman could step away from WWE for a bit. A break like that could stir up some serious excitement for when he storms back, maybe setting up a showdown with Heyman and whoever he's managing next. It'd give WWE time to cook up a fresh story and a new look for Roman after Heyman ditches him. Number 3. CM Punk and Paul Heyman could finally reunite. CM Punk's been dropping clues that Heyman's secretly on his side, not Roman's. If Heyman turns bad and stabs Roman in the back, he might just team up with Punk. We've seen little moments that show those two still get along great, so it wouldn't be a shocker if Punk, the voice of the voiceless, links up with Heyman after the big switch. Number 4. Brock Lesnar could return as a heel to WWE. Brock Lesnar's been off WWE TV since SummerSlam 2023, and people are dying to see the Beast incarnate again. If Heyman goes bad, it could pave the way for Brock to come back as a mean, nasty heel. A villainous Brock return could set up a future where he and Heyman join forces again. But this all hinges on WWE's legal team giving Brock the green light first. Number 5. The Rock and John Cena might get a new manager. At Elimination Chamber 2025, The Rock and John Cena turned bad and teamed up. Now, The Rock's gunning for Cody Rhodes and the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. If Heyman flips to the dark side, he could join forces with Rock and Cena after Mania. Imagine this. Heyman tricks both Punk and Roman at WrestleMania, then reveals he's managing Rock and Cena to watch their backs while they're off filming movies. That twist would make Cena's last WWE run unforgettable. Number 6. Paul Heyman might reform Bloodline 2.0. The new Bloodline's already a mess, with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa clashing all the time. It feels like that group could fall apart any day now. But if Heyman turns heel, he might swoop in and take over, rebuilding the new Bloodline as their new special counsel. Why? He'd need muscle to shield him after betraying Roman. Using their numbers, he could stay safe and deal with Roman's fury after walking out. The WWE is facing massive heat over ongoing storyline. WWE lit a spark on Raw this week by bringing out El Grande Americano. The masked luchador stepped in for Chad Gable and faced Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio's student. Americano won by yanking off Dragon Lee's mask on live TV. It was a bold move, but it's got some people upset. Wrestling insider Bill Apter shared backstage details on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge's live Q&A about how this storyline's shaking things up. They may have shown praise backstage, but the lucha community in Mexico is PO'd. I spoke to 2 people. If you really think that making what they called a mockery of true luchadors, that's like a religion in Mexico. It's not like, like a funny thing. It's like a religion. It's like mocking their religion. Apter said Mexico's lucha fans are mad because to them, Lucha Libre is holy, and WWE's turning it into a joke. He also noted the announcers stayed calm when Dragon Lee's mask came off, which didn't sit right. Also, when Dragon Lee was unmasked, they just let him lie there. The broadcasters were not as outraged as people would have been back in the WCW days. Oh my god, this is a tradition in Mexico. They built it up very, very well. But from what I understand, as I said, the traditional old-school luchadors and the fans that follow that tradition, like a religion in Mexico, were very upset, Apter said. Years ago in WCW, unmasking was a massive deal, and fans would have lost it. Now it's downplayed, and that's ticking off the old-school crowd. Apter's got mixed feelings too. I loved it. I thought it was cool, but I don't remember the last time other than Rey Mysterio Jr. losing his mask, which I never liked. I don't remember a time that people weren't against this thing. He liked the match, but hates seeing masks go. He remembered how Rey Mysterio's unmasking in WCW upset fans, and this feels the same. El Grande Americano beat Dragon Lee in his first Raw match, but he might turn into the bad guy everyone hates. With Mexico's lucha fans angry and traditions ignored, WWE's in hot water. Triple H has more planned as WrestleMania 41 nears, and this debut's already sparked a wildfire. An absent WWE star is not ready to return. Not every WWE wrestler is set to shine on the way to WrestleMania 41. Ilia Dragunov, who used to rule as NXT champion, is still sidelined after getting hurt at a house show months back. On a recent live Q&A for Backstage Pass, WrestleVotes gave the latest scoop on the Czar, saying he popped up at the WWE Performance Center not long ago. The last I heard was he was at the PC about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. Don't know if he was in the ring, could have been there for just medical reasons, but he was spotted. Plenty of people are friends with him. So, I don't think he was hiding, but I don't know if he's ready to return for in-ring action yet. But yeah, him and Gunther makes a lot of sense when he's healthy. Wrestling pro Bill. Apter jumped in with a twist, hinting Ilia might crash WrestleMania 41 to mess with Gunther's shot at the World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso. Well, who knows? If he and Gunther are going to be a program, maybe he'll cost Gunther the title by distracting him against Jey Uso. You have built-in feud there. The last time Ilia Dragunov and Gunther clashed on WWE TV was at NXT TakeOver 36. That night, the Mad Dragon took down the Ring General to snag the NXT UK Championship. No one's sure yet if these two heavy hitters will lock horns on the main roster soon, but the wait's on. The WWE wants Miro back. WWE is no stranger to bringing free agents to the fold. Jordynne Grace recently made headlines when she jumped ship from TNA to WWE NXT. Speaking of TNA, it seems another former talent has got the sports entertainment juggernaut's attention. During a recent episode of live Q&A on Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge, WrestleVotes revealed there was interest from the Stamford-based promotion in signing former MLW champion Alex Hammerstone to a contract. I know there's interest with Alex Hammerstone. I don't know if he's looking for a WWE contract, if he's going to spend some time on the indies or whatnot, but I know there's interest from WWE in Alex Hammerstone. Earlier on the show, WrestleVotes said the creative team under Triple H was interested in bringing back Miro. The former TNT champion recently parted ways with AEW, where he had, arguably, an underwhelming run. I'd expect Miro before the end of the year. I know there's interest there. I don't know if he's ready to sign right now. Maybe more of a summer or fall type of thing. Alex Hammerstone had a brief run in NXT where he squared off against Oba Femi. Hammerstone would later secure a win over Tony D'Angelo via countout. It remains to be seen if Hammerstone ends up signing with the promotion in 2025. Unfortunate news for Finn Balor ahead of WrestleMania 41. Finn Balor seems to be in the mix to challenge Braun Breaker for the IC Championship in a multi-man match at WrestleMania 41. However, ahead of the event, a worrying stat about the Judgment Day member has gone viral that points out that he has won only 2 singles matches in WWE since September 2023. Though Balor is one of the most respected names on Raw's roster, his string of losses in singles matches has left a lot of his fans disappointed. The 43-year-old star even failed to capture the IC title from Breaker on the Red Brand Show's March 17, 2025 edition. A popular fan account on X, Wrestle Features, recently mentioned how Finn Balor had won merely 2 singles matches in WWE since September 2023. This stat quickly went viral, with many expressing their frustration over Balor's booking in recent months. However, what's sure to come as a sigh of relief for the fans are the plans for him to be included in a multi-man match for Braun Breaker's gold at WrestleMania 41. On a recent episode of Sportskeeda's Writing with Russo, Vince Russo didn't mince his words before slamming WWE for Balor and Judgment Day's booking. Russo stated that he was least interested in Finn Balor without his demon persona. Furthermore, the former WWE writer added that Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest leaving the stable left it devoid of any star power. The only way I will ever be slightly interested in Finn Balor if he's the demon. That is the only way. Listen, there were so many times when the Judgment Day should have been done. And months ago, you could see that Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest were the only 2 stars in Judgment Day. As soon as they left Judgment Day, it should have been over then. Then, you had McDonough get hurt and it still continued. Bro, come on, it's got no juice. If Balor does find a spot in the IC title match at WrestleMania 41, his Judgment Day stablemates could potentially help him win the gold and reaffirm his status as a marquee top star on the Red Brand. Latest plans for WWE Money in the Bank 2025. WWE Money in the Bank 2025 hasn't been officially announced at the time of this writing. The company is busy preparing for WrestleMania 41. The showcase of the Immortals is set to go down in Las Vegas on April 19th and 20th. During a recent episode of Live Q&A on Backstage Pass, WrestleVotes provided an update on the latest plans for WWE Money in the Bank 2025, including the potential venue for the premium live event. I believe it's the first weekend of June, could be the second, but we did confirm last week on WrestleVotes Radio it'll be at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. I want to say it's the first weekend. I don't know the date off the top of my head. Bill Apter chimed in by sharing his prediction for the winner of the WWE Money in the Bank 2025 men's ladder match. The veteran journalist noted that he'd like to see a certain rising luchador win the briefcase this year. I'd like to know who is going to climb that ladder. We are still a few months away. See, to me, that would be a great spot for Penta. That would be a great spot for Penta to win that Money in the Bank. Penta was most recently involved in Raw's main event, where he failed to beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship due to Judgment Day's interference. Fans will have to wait to see if the star luchador gets another shot at the title anytime soon, especially after he was screwed in his title bout. The WWE omits Dean Ambrose. It's no secret that WWE has often steered clear of mentioning AEW stars on TV over the years. It looks like things aren't changing anytime soon. The most recent example of this was seen on Raw when WWE blatantly snubbed the reigning AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, who many people remember as Dean Ambrose during his time in the Stamford-based promotion. Last night on WWE Raw, CM Punk cut a promo on Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins ahead of their triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. The Second City Saint reminded everyone he brought Reigns and Rollins into the business. He said he couldn't wait to be the one to take both of them out of it. A few moments later, Michael Cole name-dropped The Shield on commentary, but didn't mention Dean Ambrose. This came as a surprise since the voice of WWE mentioned the former Shield member on the red brand a few weeks ago. It is possible that Michael Cole omitted Jon Moxley because he serves no purpose in the ongoing storyline between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. However, a subtle Dean Ambrose reference would have amped up the feud between these men, given the straight-edge superstar was the brainchild of The Shield. In an interview with Brandon Tierney and Sal Licata on WFAN, Seth Rollins addressed the possibility of the Shield reunion. The visionary stated that he and Roman Reigns are WWE lifers, so the Hounds of Justice won't get back together unless Jon Moxley returns to the Stamford-based promotion. I mean, look, one of our guys is over in the other company, so he ain't coming, and Roman Reigns and I are here for life. Look, our paths are going to be intertwined. We're going to crisscross here and there until both of us are done and retired. So, you never know. You never know what WrestleMania is going to look like. You never know what next month is going to look like. Could be any time, said Rollins. Moxley will remain under the AEW umbrella until at least 2027. The chances of him coming back are slim to none as of this writing. CM Punk lashes out during a fan incident at a WWE live event. WWE is halfway through its Road to WrestleMania 41 tour. The annual excursion regularly features significant happenings, both inside the ring and outside, positive and negative. CM Punk has had a varying relationship with the WWE Universe over the years, and another chapter in that saga was just written this week. The voice of the voiceless is having a rowdy time in Europe. Punk and the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes had multiple must-see moments at Sunday's live event in Nottingham, England. After pre-match happenings, the former AEW stars defeated Gunther and Solo Sikoa in the main event. Punk teamed with Rhodes for the viral tag team bout after warning fans to respect others' personal space following Friday's SmackDown and before pleading with fans over his hair during Monday's Raw. Seen below, footage has now surfaced that shows Punk apparently getting upset with a female fan after telling her to stop touching him. Cody was also seen expressing frustration with the touchy fan, which has sparked a hot topic of discussion within the WWE Universe. Punk began the current tour with a double countout against World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at a non-televised live event in Belfast last weekend. After Sunday's event in Nottingham, Punk worked a dark main event after Monday's Raw, teaming with Cody and Rey Mysterio to defeat the Judgment Day. World Wrestling Entertainment is set to wrap up its Road to WrestleMania European tour within 1 week. Friday's SmackDown and Monday's Raw will air live from the O2 Arena in London, England. CM Punk continues to collide with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins ahead of their WrestleMania triple threat bout. The three will be on SmackDown for a contract signing in the ring. Punk is also booked for next week's Raw, but not confirmed for a specific match or segment. Reigns and Rollins are not currently advertised for the show. WWE will return to Punk's home base when they return to the United States. SmackDown on April 4th will take place at the Allstate Arena in the Chicago area, and the Raw superstar has already been announced to appear. AJ Lee's in-ring return is upon us. AJ Lee could now be in the shape of her life, as the rumors of a WWE return for the former Divas champion continue to heat up. Lee's husband CM Punk is set to be part of a major triple threat match at WrestleMania 41, and it's likely that his wife will be in attendance for the show. This would be a major step forward for Lee, who fans have been pushing to return to WWE for several years. Lee is one of the most popular former stars, but she retired back in 2015 and has refused to return since. Despite remaining out of the ring for almost a decade, Lee has remained in incredible shape and recently took to Instagram to share the results of her workout with the caption, "Mama making progress." Lee and her husband CM Punk had some issues with WWE in 2014/15, but Punk has been able to put that behind him and make his return. His wife was also struggling with a back injury when she retired from the business, and it seems that this is something that continues to hold her back. AJ Lee was expected to return at the annual Royal Rumble, since this would be the easiest place for her to be able to test if she could still achieve what she used to be able to in the ring. WrestleMania is obviously another place she could make her return, but it seems that she is definitely teasing something and has ensured that she remains in shape for whenever that WWE call comes. Could Lee finally be hinting that she is ready to return to WWE? There may well be a few more Black Widows left in her.